Hello, welcome back to our Morphosyntax class. Today we're going to cover Unit 3 and it has to do specifically with nouns. So please go over your manual, page 11, Unit 3, and we're going to go every single step one by one. The first paragraph says, in linguistic analysis, word formation is to be distinguished from sentence formation. The former is described as the morphology of the language and the latter as its syntax. Okay? So, word formation, the ones that we covered before in units 1 and 2, everything, morphology has to do with word formation. And sentence formation we will cover later when we cover syntax. Remember, this module is about morphosyntax. So everything together. Okay. Morphology then is the study of words and their components, which in Spanish and English are stems and affixes. There was a question about stems and roots. The difference between root and stem. Okay. And I will show you then. For that, I will need to open this. Okay. Difference between root and stem. That's a little bit tricky. So let me see. Root is the non-affixed part of a word. A free morpheme. This is a root. What does it mean? It means that it's a free morpheme without any bound morphemes attached. That's why it is non-affixed. Yes? Stem can be affixed. Okay? So it can be a bound morpheme plus a free morpheme. Okay, that's the difference between root and stem, and let me show you an example. Let's take the word outstanding. This word has three morphemes: out plus stand plus ing. Okay. According to the definition of root, root is the non-affixed part of a word. It's a free morpheme. The free morpheme here is, yes, you are right, stand. Okay. But stand means to stand up. It does not mean to be prominent as in outstanding. What does it mean? It means that the meaning has changed. Roots do not care about meaning. They care about the free morphemes of the word. Okay. Regarding stem, on the other hand, we need to keep the meaning. So, what would be the main part of the word outstanding? Yes, you are right. It is outstand. Yes. Plus ing. Yes. So outstand is the stem part, the one that keeps the meaning. Okay, keeps the meaning intact. Outstand plus whatever other suffix you can add, s or ed, or, well, not in this case ed because it's an irregular one, but no, outstanding is not even a verb. Okay, anyway, outstanding and an ing form. So I hope this is clear. So it's a prefix out plus the root stand. This is the stem. Okay, so I think I answered your question. Now, in English, morphology in English and Spanish has to do with stems or roots and affixes. That's the morphology of words in English and Spanish. Why does it say English and Spanish? Because Chinese characters are different, for example. So that's why it specifies. Then it says morphological analysis is the study of the formal characteristics, shapes, and variations of lexical items. This is what we're going to do now. From now on, we're going to study nouns, adjectives, verbs, prepositions, and we will be doing a morphological analysis. What is the shape of nouns? What is the shape of adjectives in English and Spanish? Spanish has inflection in the nouns. Remember, inflection refers to the suffixes that are attached to words. In the nouns, in adjectives, in verbs, and in pronouns. And English has inflection in all these except adjectives. Why? Because we will see that adjectives in English remain invariable. Okay? All inflectional affixes in both languages are suffixes attached to the end of the stem. What I told you. Okay? Alright, let's continue then. Let's move on. Nouns in Spanish. Now we're going to cover Spanish. Nouns in Spanish. In Spanish, the class noun is associated with an inflectional category, number. Number is not 1, 2, 3. Number is plural and singular in morphosyntax. Okay? So, there is an inflection. There is a suffix that is attached to the noun whenever we want to specify the number. For example, casa plus es is casas. Okay, mes plus es is meses. Okay, so the inflection is the s for plural and the es for plural as well, depending on which rule. What is the rule? Okay, let me do something. Let me do something here, because I cannot write in a PDF file and I need to write because I need to use a board. Okay. So there. Move a little bit. There. Like this. Okay, here. Okay. It says, what is the rule? Write the rule here. What is the rule? Do you know? Can you tell me? No, you can't. Okay, the rule here is that if the word finishes in a vowel, the plural form is if the word finishes in a consonant, the plural is es. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the last word, the last letter is a consonant here, so mes es. Let's try árbol, for example. Árbol. This L is a consonant, so the rule says that I need to write árboles, no árboles. Clear? Very good. Let's continue then. We don't have much time. All Spanish nouns have inherent grammatical gender. Inherent means that they are not inflected for gender. So, often they are marked with an O for masculine and an A for feminine, but they are just marks. They are not inflections. There is no feminine suffix in Spanish or a masculine suffix. Okay? Especially now with inclusive language, mis amigues. Okay? So some forms have common gender, where the same form may be either masculine or feminine. Example of a word that is both masculine and feminine: estudiante. We don't say estudianta or estudianto. Okay? Why? Because there is no inflection for gender in Spanish. Remember, Spanish is not inflected for gender, only for number. Okay? And that has to do with the Spanish nouns. Gender assignment of any particular noun is arbitrary, it says. Yes, there is no reason why mesa is feminine and borrador is masculine, for example. It's just because they were born like that. Okay? God created them like that. Okay, so that would be Spanish nouns. Now let's go to English nouns. Okay? English nouns are inflected for two categories. The plural category, formed with a rule that we covered before in phonetics and phonology. So, church, dish, etc. If the word finishes in a sibilant sound, then the plural would be is. Churches, dishes, etc., etc. S after voiceless consonants. Remember this? Oh, I wrote consonants twice. Voiceless consonants. Here, sibilant sounds. Here, like this. And these are the examples. Voiceless consonants examples. Cat, cats. Rat, rats. Like this. And z after, yes, you are right, voiced consonants. And after, what else apart from voiced consonants? Yes, you are right, vowels. Example, dog, dogs. Yes. Volcano, volcanoes. Like this. Tomato, tomatoes. Like that. Okay, so plural is like that. Okay. This has to do with pronunciation. What about and here you have an exercise. Did you do the exercise? Why? Okay, anyway, let's do it. This is a sibilant sound. Wait, horse. This one is a sibilant sound. So the plural form will be horses. Hat is a voiceless sound. The plural form will be hats. Bug. The last sound is a voiced sound. The plural form will be bugs. Dish. The last sound is a sibilant sound. The plural sound is dishes. Bee is a vowel. Vowels finish with rule number 3. Bees. The p is voiceless, so lips, like this. Judge. J is voiced. And is sibilant as well, so judges. And they, a is a vowel, so the plural is days, like this. Now let's go into this irregular plural formation. We said that in English we add s to the words and they are plural. Yes, like Spanish.